I asked for another suggestion for a video the other night, and we have a suggestion on HUAMI or something stock on our Discord. So yeah, tonight we are looking at HUAMI or HUAMI stock. I'm not 100% sure how you're going to pronounce that one, so please don't kill me for that. If you do know how to pronounce it, feel free to comment down below. But yeah, we're going to be having a look at the stock, having a look at some forecasts for the company, basically doing a quick rundown on the revenue and the finances of the company to hopefully give you an understanding of whether this may or may not be a good stock to buy. If that does sound good though, please do leave a like and subscribe. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, and surprisingly, I am surprised by this, we're over halfway there now, only just over halfway there, but we are just over halfway there. So if you could help us get a bit further to that goal of 1,000, I would appreciate it so much. So without any further ado, let's have a quick look at the share price over the past few days. So on the one day, we're starting off at $12, sorry, and then we are finishing up the day at 11.68. So we've lost quite a very small percentage. That's 2.6% if we factor in how small the stock actually is in price, because it's only worth around $11.68 at the minute. So of course, a few pennies here and there in price differentiation can actually account to quite a big percentage. So for these stocks, it's more important to look at percentage growth than the actual, numbers that it's gone up by in money. So do consider that one in the future. So yeah, on the 1 week, honestly, we have gone down slightly from the start of the week. Not really too much though. We're looking at 11.74, finishing off this week on 11.68. Sorry. Yeah. So if we have a look at our percentage, that's only 0.5%. However, through that week, interestingly, we have been volatile, seeing highs all the way up around a price point of $11.93, almost $12, and seeing lows all the way down at 11.28. So on the 1 month, we are actually trending downwards, surprisingly. We're starting off the month on 1336, sorry. And obviously we're sat at 11.68 now, so we've lost quite a few pennies over the period of the month, and this does add up. So looking at the 6 month, we are actually sat at minus 5.6%. That's not necessarily a bad thing, and this could potentially be a great opportunity to buy the stock. So I have this article here. This is from the motleyfool.com, and it just gives us a quick rundown. I use these articles simply for the fact that they have kind of nicely put everything in the way that we want it to be. They've given us a great way to look at this, so that is what we're going to be doing. So how fast is the company growing? Revenue rose 73% annually to 1.86 billion yuan, and that's $261 million during the third quarter of this third quarter basically. So this is beating estimates of 25 million, and its total shipments rose 67% to 13.7 million, and both metrics are their fastest rises in 4 quarters. Looking down to this graph down here, we can actually see revenue and shipment numbers. So if we look down to quarter 3 of 2018, we are looking at plus 127%, and we look at shipments, we're looking at 110%. If we go all the way down to quarter 3 2019, we look at 73% growth still, and 67% on the shipments as well. Not bad at all. But yeah, we are looking at some great things for this company for the period between 2018 and 2019. And of course, that is technically in the past, but that's not necessarily a bad thing if we do actually look into what the company is apparently going into in the future. So what does the company do? Well, the company is basically, according to this, a cloud-based healthcare service provider, and they look at world-leading smart wearable technology. Very interesting, actually, indeed. And of course, this is quite a cool concept. Now, this is a company from China that may affect your decision to buy it or not, because some people are saying that if Donald Trump gets elected, we are looking at a potential Cold War with China, and whether that's good or bad is up to you to decide, but that should definitely potentially have an impact on what you do when you're looking to buy the stock, in my opinion at least. No matter who you want to win, now that's completely up to you again. I would definitely wait until at least the election to see if you want to buy this stock or not. I think we will be covering the election a bit more on the channel in the next 2 days or so, just to help prepare people for it. But we'll just have to see how that one goes. Anyway, so that's enough about what the company does. Let's have a look at what the company should do in the next 12 months. And of course, I'm talking about that from a financial standpoint. So if we have a look on screen, the 4 analysts, which are offering a 12-month price forecast for, I'm not even going to try and say the name again, they have a high estimate of $134.95, a median of $126.40, and a low of $76.19. Let's have a quick look at that. So the median, which is of course the one in the middle, represents a plus 981% increase from the last price of 11.69. So of course that's only 1 cent off where we're at today. And if we have a look at that, the high estimate is talking about a 1,000+% growth. That's almost 100 times growth. So that's quite cool indeed. We are looking at some potential great things for the company. And generally speaking, the median is quite high up there. So most analysts, out of the 4, by the way, it's only 4, but of the 4, most of them are looking at this stock going up. And even on the low side, the analysts are saying we're looking at a plus 500% growth. And of course, for a low estimate, we have seen companies like Tesla, for example, being analyzed by CNN Business at much lower than that. So I think it's potentially a great growth company in the future. So yeah, generally speaking, the 4 people are saying that you should buy this stock, and I'm just going to end off by saying I'm not 100% sure whether you should buy or not. Of course, a few things should come into your decision. The fact that the company's from China, not necessarily a bad thing, but with what's going on at the minute, it could potentially backfire in the future if something does go on. But yeah, from a business standpoint, from a stock standpoint at least, I can't really talk too much about the business model, but from a stock standpoint, we are looking at some hopeful aspirations according to analysts. We're looking at over 1,000% growth on the high side, about 500% growth on the low side from analysts. So that is potentially going to be a great thing to see. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this short one. If you did, please do leave a like and subscribe. I will see you in the next one. And as always, thank you so much for your time. Goodbye. Have a happy Halloween.